Anna's
Rugalach.
Our dough has been taken out of the big mixing bowl and been put in the refrigerator for overnight, and so now it's ready to handle. With this one batch of dough, I would separate this into 3 pieces to work for. Your hands are now clean and dry. I'm taking 1/3 of the dough and I'm going to put it on a flour sheet. While I'm doing this, I want to tell you that this dough can also be used for mandel bread. If you notice I'm kneading it into the flour. You can use all the dry ingredients that we're going to use with the jam, the sugar and the cinnamon and the raisins, the chopped nuts, that could all be put into this dough in the original mixing, and then you just make a part of the dough, roll it in your hand. It's now full of your ingredients, and with your middle 3 fingers, just push down into it, straighten it up, and lay it on a baking tin in the middle, and it makes the most delicious mandel bread. After 15 minutes, you take it out, cut it, and put it back to toast for about 8 to 10 minutes, and you have mandel bread with the same dough. Okay, now we're going back to Rugalach. I'm kneading it, this cold dough, and while I'm kneading it, we're going to light up the oven. Usually at home in the East, I bake at 375, but with the difference in altitude, we're going to put our oven on 365. Preheat it and then bake for about 20 minutes. That's for Rugalach. This is now nice and ready to roll. It's rollable. So I'm going to take my rolling pin, roll it out nice. I wish I had a story to tell you while I'm rolling. With the amount of cinnamon that you're going to put in, I know when I made it for my sister Helen, she hated cinnamon. So I was very, very careful not to put in. But that's according to what you like. You could put in a little more cinnamon or a little less. And I'm rolling this out nice, thin. Doesn't have to be round, just has to be even. And it has to be rollable. We're going to take the baking trays and spray them, or if you haven't got spray, you can use the oil. Just spray it nicely over. Okay. Are we ready? I'm going to prepare the stuffing. This is 1 cup of walnuts. And the chopped walnuts that you buy are not quite thin enough. I'm going to chop them up until the consistency of like coarse groats. I'm adding the remains of the sugar that we didn't put in originally, and I'm putting cinnamon. And as I said before, the cinnamon, you're going to use your own particular taste, whether you do like it or not. And this is going to get stirred up, and before I put the raisins in, I'm going to chop them. So, of course, this could all be done beforehand. You can have it prepared. This is a hackmesser. It's the kind of a chopping implement that like my mother used. I have one at home that's on springs with 4 choppers, and all I do is touch it and it goes by itself. I don't use the Cuisinart for the nuts because then they come out too grainy. Now I'm going to add my raisins. And also, a cupful of raisins is fine. If you were going to make mandel bread, you would put all this into the original dough. Here I have it all mixed together. Okay, I'm ready to make, I had just rolled this out. I'm going to put a layer of jam, and you could use any jam. Strawberry jam is delicious, and apricot jam is delicious. But my daughter-in-law Rosemary, makes her own plum jam, which is absolutely luscious. She has a tree, she de-pits it, and makes it, and that makes the most delicious. I'm sorry I don't have to give you, but I really treasure it. I don't give it to anybody. Okay, I have it all spread down to the very bottom. Very generous with the strawberries. Put on the side for the next batch. This is my chopped nuts, my celery, my cinnamon, raisins. The more you put on, the more delicious it is. I'm going to fold this so that the jelly doesn't run out on my pan. And I'm making it nice and thin. All the way, keeping all these things, all these good things right in it, nice and thin. And starting from the top, I'm going to roll it down. Rolling it down, nice and tight, all those goodies inside. Okay, I'm going to take my flour, make sure that my board is nicely flat and nicely floured so that nothing sticks. And I'm going to roll it. I think 1 inch, a 1 inch circumference is perfect. If I use a sharp knife to cut my rugalach, they won't have edges sticking out that's going to burn. They use a nice sharp edge. And about 1 inch. And they're going to be put on the pre-oiled or sprayed tin. The oven is ready to receive them. And I'm going to roll this so that it's nice when they roll it. And just shape it. Just push it into a little horn. It's the same rugalach, except it's got a different shape. Now, usually I just make them straight because they taste the same, and that's the kind of person I am. But if I were making it for a party, I would shape 1 or 2 of them into a croissant shape. Okay. You can do what you want to do while we're placing these on the tray. I'll show you what they look like when they're on. Hi everybody. We're ready to go into the preheated oven. Right in the center of the oven, we're placing, this is as much as you get out of one batter. It's going to be a nice amount. And we can't wait to taste them, so we'll show them to you when we take them out in about...
Okay, this is what they look like done. Mom is taking a nap. She said she wishes she could capture the smell. But I'm going to turn off the camera so I could capture the taste.